Welcome back to video number 2 on algebraic expressions, and we are going to continue now with simplifying algebraic expressions. We have 2 videos on that. They should not be very long, but I'm going to separate the 2 ways that we do simplify. And so we'd have to talk about this. An algebraic expression is in simplest form. When we simplify it, it's in simplest form when it has no like terms. Okay? So when it has no like terms and has no parentheses, okay? And to simplify, to get rid of those like terms and parentheses, well, to get rid of the like terms, we combine them. How do we do that? We add them. We add them and we follow the integer rules. So for this video, the first of 2 on simplifying, when we simplify this expression, you know what I want you to do? I want you to add something. Right here next to simplify the expression, I want you to write combine like terms. Because that's what we're going to be doing right now. Is all we're going to be doing is combining like terms. And to combine like terms, what do? We add. That is correct, we add. So the first thing we want to do is we want to recognize the terms of the expression. And so I'm going to circle them. Some of you do, some of you don't. It's up to you. If you're not being successful, then you might want to do some of the things that I'm recommending to help you become more successful. Now I find like terms. Now, when you start learning more about algebra, the first thing you need to do is you need to put the variable terms first. And so I'm going to go to these variable terms. I have a negative 3z and a z. And what am I going to do? I'm going to add them. I'm going to add them. So negative 3 plus 1. Remember, there's one z there. If you don't see the coefficient, it is 1. So negative 3 plus 1 is negative 2 z's. And then I take the 14 and the 8, and that's plus 22. So negative 2z plus 22. Moving on to our next example. I circle my terms. I have a 6d, a negative 5, a negative 4d, and a positive 6. Remembering, when you see that subtraction sign, I know that terms are separated by addition, but remember the subtraction sign, if we change that to adding the opposite, following integer rules, we would be adding a negative 5. So that subtraction sign means that is a negative 5. All right, combining the like terms, we have a 6d and a negative 4d. And when I add those 2 together, I get 2d. And then a negative 5 and a positive 6 gives me a positive 1. Ladies and gentlemen, it does not get more straightforward than what we're doing. All right. Number 5, we have 8u plus 5u plus, 8u plus 5u minus 7u minus 3. So now I've got an 8u, a 5u, a negative 7u, and a 3. We have 3 like terms in here. So 8 plus 5 is 13, and 13 minus 7 gives us 6u's. And then all we have is this negative 3. It doesn't combine with anything, so it just stays there. That's straightforward. Our last example before our quick write, 8r plus 5r squared minus 3 plus 7r minus 4. So again, I'm going to circle my terms. And I have an 8r, a 5r squared, a negative 3, a 7r, and a negative 4. So, as I said a minute ago, you should always start with the variable terms, and then we start with the variable terms with the highest exponent. Well, we have this 5r squared, and there's no other r squared, so there's no other like terms. So that 5r squared just comes down into our simplified expression. We do have an 8r and a 7r, and if we add those together, that's 15r. And then we have a negative 3 and a negative 4, and if we add those together, we get negative 7. So 5r squared plus 15r plus 7 is our simplified expression. Combining like terms. Just find the like terms and add them up, and we're done with this video. So here's your quick write. Simplify 6 plus 3y minus 2 minus 7y, and then come back and see us for video number 3.